Dear friends, I address you with the experience and wisdom accumulated in my 90 years of life. I am an old woman. I knew that she has lived long enough to understand the ins and outs of marriage and infidelity. Let me share with you some tips and warnings that I consider essential to navigate these turbulent waters of love life. No one will change you for something better, but for something easier. And the most disappointing thing is how quickly they can change you once you are no longer of use to them, without caring about your dignity. At this point in life we should be able to recognize our mistakes. We should all be mature enough to face a serious relationship. A real man will be honest, no matter how painful the truth is. Only cowards hide behind lies and deception. Going back to someone who cheated on you is like asking them to change your soup but leave the fly behind. At the end of the day, it's the same crap. Men tend to cheat more than women, although the latter are better at it. And the saddest thing is that when a woman cheats, the man rarely notices. A single lie can call all truths into question. It usually generates so much mistrust that it is difficult to know when the truth is being told. If you have to hide your phone or check it secretly when you are with your partner, then you should reconsider your relationship. Only a real man realizes that one woman is enough, unless she has the Pancho Villa mentality, with two women on each shore. If she was unfaithful to you, she appreciates the lesson, because it probably wasn't for you. She regrets what happened, but she moves on. Her karma will take care of her and something better will come into your life. Never start a new relationship if you haven't ended the previous one. If you're looking for a partner as soon as you end a relationship, you may need time to work on yourself and learn to enjoy your own company. It is better to be alone than to be dishonest, deceive, or disrespect someone. We must learn to enjoy our own company. Never argue with someone who believes their own lies. It's a waste of time and energy. Apologies are worthless if you keep repeating the same behavior you initially apologized for. People who persist in this pattern are called ignorant and foolish. Don't leave someone you need for someone you want. Sometimes we get carried away by what we want instead of what we really need. It is important to value our emotional needs and not let ourselves be carried away solely by desire. Forgive infidelities, but don't forget them. The woman forgets the infidelities, but she does not forgive them. If they have forgiven you for an infidelity, only she remembers that the one who commits it pays for it. Women cheat more than men, but men do it better and more cautiously, so never be unfaithful to your man. Remember that everything comes back to you. Infidelities are forgiven, but they are never forgotten. You can forgive the love of your life for infidelity, but you will always have his disloyalty in your mind. Getting back with someone who cheated on you is like picking up yesterday's newspaper from the trash. Never go back to your ex-partner, never touch yesterday's newspaper again. Just one lie is enough to cast doubt on all truths. Always be honest, even when you have made a mistake. Honesty will grow your reputation. There is a universal law in relationships, and that is that you should never let your friends meet your husband, and even less so if they are drunk. People are disturbed not by things, but by the points of view they adopt about them. Sometimes your belief about a thing is just hallucination. If you were given the choice of forgiving an infidelity to the love of your life and being depressed for the rest of your life, or being forgiven for an infidelity and being alone forever. If a friend of yours suddenly wants to go to your house a lot, even if you have your husband, be careful, she is a vulture that wants to steal your butt. A woman who supports someone else's child should not speak badly to her stepson. She has the task of educating him, taking care of him and giving him the best, as long as she has a serious relationship with the boy's father. Weak wills remain in promises and speeches, strong wills occupy themselves in acts, in action, moving forward. What will do you have? Never let your partner go out partying with his female friends to get drunk, as many things will happen, and one of them is that several people will want to hit him. If you are going to break up with your partner, do not intend to ever get back with her, since you will come away knowing new intimate tricks, since she is going to roll around with other men. If your husband is a man with big muscles and very vain, be careful, since you are more prone to jealousy, and even worse if he causes it voluntarily. Never travel with a person you dislike, much less with a husband whose relationship is already damaged by infidelity, since not even intimacy can fix that. You are what you do, not what you say you will do. It doesn't matter what you promise. The important thing is continuous action. Become a dreamer and executor person. Keep in mind that a man will not be with you for the rest of your life. If you have financial problems and it is not that they are interested, they simply need status and security. There are liars who are so expert that they deceive themselves. The guilt of a cheater is proportional to how well she had it. Men lie when it suits them, just like women. So if you expect your man or woman to never lie to you, I'm sorry to tell you that you are wrong. Never think about formalizing a relationship with a man or woman who has children, and even worse if you want to support them, their needs are not your problem, unless you want them to be. Infidelity is tasty when you are the lover and have nothing to lose, but it is painful when you realize that you are the woman who is being cheated on. Every woman will be unfaithful to her partner at some point, and it won't just be once. On the other hand, every man will sometimes give in to the love or lust of another woman who is not your partner. The worst betrayal does not come from your enemies, but from your friends. Be careful with fake people in your life, sometimes they have the mask of being your best friends. Poisoned truths are crueler than the worst lies. Men need a reason to be unfaithful, women just another woman. Don't worry about being left for someone else, worry about losing others because of him or her. No one is indispensable in this life. There will be right and wrong people. It is said that wives are good lovers when they are betraying their husbands. Relationships are between two, but it seems that there are people who don't know how to count. Never underestimate a liar's ability to make you feel guilty for her mistakes. Liars use strategies to make you feel bad. A man is unfaithful and no one notices, a woman is unfaithful and even her neighbor knows it. A phrase about the lack of care that women have when being unfaithful: a man forgives infidelities, but does not forget them, a woman forgets infidelities, but does not forgive them. Liars always feel like victims of their own games. The greatest cowardice of a woman is to awaken the love of a man without having the intention of loving him. That makes women have low value. Apologies are nothing if you continue doing what you apologized for in the first place. Never forget your mistakes and don't make them again. I do not believe that a woman is worth enough to have two men, nor that a man is worth so little to act as a second. Never start a new relationship if you haven't ended the previous one. Many people quickly look for a new partner after breaking up with one they are not even over. Never argue with someone who believes their own lies. When you speak with a liar, everything she says is doubtful. So be careful with dishonest people. Before taking the big leap toward marriage, I urge you to take the time to get to know your partner deeply. Don't let yourself be carried away solely by the passion of the moment or physical attraction. Marriage is a long-term commitment that requires compatibility in various aspects. Getting married on impulse can lead to disappointments and serious problems in the future. Communication is the fundamental pillar of any solid relationship. When communication suffers, cracks begin to appear, opening the door to the temptation of infidelity. While it is true that men are usually more likely to fall into infidelity, it is important to remember that this behavior can have serious consequences, both for the relationship and for the physical and emotional health of both parties. If you choose to be unfaithful, at least make sure you protect yourself properly. In marriage, problems are inevitable. In fact, it is the challenges that strengthen the relationship and allow for mutual growth. However, it is also important to recognize when a relationship has become toxic and have the courage to step aside if necessary. Marriage is not just about romantic love, it also implies commitment and responsibility. Before getting engaged, it is essential to learn about your partner's family, as this can provide valuable information about their upbringing and values. Additionally, It is important to have an honest conversation about financial topics and make sure you are on the same page when it comes to financial goals and values. Never marry for convenience or material interest. Money can facilitate many things, but it cannot buy happiness or emotional stability. It is essential to find a balance between love and financial security in a relationship. Marriage is a serious undertaking that requires commitment, communication, and mutual respect. Don't rush into taking the step and make sure you are ready to take on the responsibility that comes with it. With love, patience, and determination, you can build a life together full of happiness and fulfillment. Being single is better than lying, cheating, and disrespecting someone. It is not optimal to get into a relationship if all you will do is deceive him and destroy his heart. Never leave a guy you need for a guy you want. Sometimes we let go of very important people in our lives for other people who are not as valuable. Hopefully what you are looking for is worth more than what you are losing. I hope that the goals you are pursuing are worth what you are avoiding. If your partner hides his cell phone when he is with you, I think he is hiding something. The most logical thing would be for her to be single. No one should be with someone with unfaithful principles. If he was unfaithful to you, be grateful for it, because it surely wasn't for you. The lie, but move on, life is not over. Unfaithful people do not know how to love or be loyal to themselves. We are too old to explain to others what they know they are doing wrong. Badly, adults should not go around treating adults themselves like children. Only a true woman realizes that one man is enough. You don't need to hang out with everyone. With the right man you can go far than you thought possible. They will never change you for something better, but for something easier. When someone leaves you, they will always believe that they will find someone better, but most of the time they are wrong. A true woman will be honest, no matter how painful the truth is. Only the coward hides between lies and deception. I hope you are honest and not a coward. If you want to know if your husband is very smart, you should smell his hair when he returns home. If you were never unfaithful to a partner of yours, you let go of one of the most pleasant and desire-filled sensations that can exist in the world. If your friends tell you, don't hang out with that woman because that's when you'll realize who your real friends are. During your life you will be full of hypocritical people who only want to see you down. Just be careful because those people always disguise themselves as best friends. The people you should always rely on are the ones who see you down and still show their support and energy to keep you going. These types of people are essential for an extraordinary life. As a young person, commit to fulfilling your dreams. This will give you a better quality of life, it will make you more resilient and your entire environment will improve, this in order to have an old age full of abundance. Be honest with all people. It is not good to lie in order to get something. Honest people are welcomed around the world, while dishonest people are usually avoided. Be true during the journey of your life. Never forget where you come from or where you are going. Not forgetting your roots can help you aspire to a better environment and will serve as a motivator. Always try to be yourself. Don't pretend to be or behave like someone else. Being yourself makes life more interesting because of your roots, ideals, and aspirations. Show a good attitude as you grow. This is essential for your personal development. Remember that your attitude will determine your altitude. The masses immerse themselves in activities that they are not passionate about. This takes its toll on them when they are in old age, and there is even regret. So, before you get old, try to be doing things that fill your spirit. You are unique in this world, whoever says that you are not, your ideals, tastes, way of thinking and attitudes form your personal ecosystem. Use your being to develop personally. Life is shorter than it seems. So keep moving forward, don't waste your time on nonsense or waste it on people who don't help you improve yourself financially and personally. Learn to care for others. Life takes many turns and someday you may be the one who will need help, so always be kind to others. Enjoy life and yourself. Feeling with vigor and enthusiasm every day will be essential so that your energy vibrates high and others show you their appreciation. So live life and let others live. Always seek to be and stay at peace. This is essential to feel great in your old age. A soul without peace lives immersed in anxiety and depression. Always try to help an elderly person. With this you show kindness and a good heart. Also, support others as you would like them to help you when you are in old age. Work so hard in your youth so that in your old age you will have no fear or regret when you remember your past. Follow your instinct. Trust your intuition. Listen to your heart. Dare to travel while your knees allow you. Knowing other cultures and experiences will give you a more complete outlook on life. Plus, traveling motivates you to stay focused on your goals. Don't lose contact with your true friends. Those whom you knew in childhood and proved to be real are the ones you should keep in your life. Just imagine chatting in your old age with your childhood friend. Saving money will not make you a millionaire, but saving money for trips or to prepare for your old age is a good alternative to avoid falling into lean times in the future. Ask for help and also offer help to those who need it most. Life is like a roller coaster. There will be times when you will be forced to ask or offer your help to someone else. As you grow, understand that it is complicated to try to change others. That is why it is better to focus on changing yourself first. Learn to overcome your fears so that you reach your full potential. Only in this way will you understand how high you can go. Remember that fear paralyzes people and makes them conformist. Wrinkles should simply indicate where smiles have been. The trick is to grow without getting older. Adults are obsolete children. The tragedy of old age is not that one is old, but that one is young. It's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your dreams. No one is as old as those who have survived the enthusiasm. Forget about birthdays and start fulfilling dreams. As we age, health and longevity depend 25% on physical aspects and 75% on behavioral aspects. I have reached an age where if someone tells me to wear socks, I remind myself that it is no longer necessary. I'm not young enough to know everything. Age does not protect you from love, but love, to some extent, does protect you from age. We are all born originals and most of us end up being copies. May age, not envy, draw wrinkles on your cheeks. The older I get, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Age is a high price to pay for maturity. One should never trust a woman who tells you her true age. In 20 years you will regret what you didn't do more than what you did. So cast off and leave the safe harbor. Someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again. A woman's age means nothing. The best melodies are played on old violins. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are? A person who has a serene and happy nature will hardly feel the pressure generated by age. I think people would live a little longer if they didn't know how old they were. Age is responsible for imposing restrictions on things. One is better than having a wife with many friends who flirts and makes advances on you right under your nose. When we listen to others, we not only perceive their words with our ears, but we also capture the essence of their emotions and feelings with our hearts. It is important to be present not only physically, but also emotionally, to truly understand those who share their experiences with us. Every decision we make, no matter how small, has an impact that extends beyond ourselves. We must be aware of our actions and how they can affect others, as well as the world around us. Being responsible for our choices allows us to cultivate deeper, more meaningful relationships with those around us. The act of forgiving not only frees the person who has hurt us, but it also frees ourselves from the burden of resentment and bitterness. By forgiving, we are not excusing someone's behavior, but rather releasing pain and finding peace in our hearts. Respect is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. When we show respect to others, we recognize their worth and dignity as human beings. This mutual respect creates a bond of trust and understanding that strengthens our connections with others. Honesty is a light that illuminates our path in life. When we are honest with ourselves and others, we build relationships based on trust and authenticity. Honesty allows us to live with integrity and guides us toward greater personal growth and connection with others. Even in the darkest and most challenging times of our lives, there is always a light of hope shining on the horizon. By remembering that there is always a path forward, we can find strength and resilience to overcome obstacles and move forward with courage and determination. Love is a powerful force that unites people in a deep and meaningful bond. Honoring the love we share with others means being a beacon of hope and guidance to those around us, providing support and encouragement on their own journeys. Although endings can be difficult and painful, they also mark the beginning of new opportunities and possibilities in our lives. By embracing endings with courage and acceptance, we can open ourselves to new experiences and personal growth. Dear, I invite you to share in the comments the phrase that you liked the most or that inspired you. If you want more inspiring content full of wisdom like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any videos. See you in the next video. May wisdom and love guide every step of your path.